Hello, fuckers.
Hello! I'm sorry. That was a little fucking overreacting. Okay, so I have a topic for a PitCast.
Do you?
Yes. For the first time, I have made myself a little bit of a topic and knew what I was going to talk about. Okay, so me and John have recently been looking at our older videos, comparing to the times of now. I went back far, I think it was like our third, fourth video of us playing Hotline Miami 2. When we were playing it, my voice sounded pretty close to now, actually. Well, if you take my voice from PitCast 9, that's pretty similar. So, we were a little like, whoa! But then we also watched our Super Mario 3 video, our Legend, and me playing the Legend of Zelda series at the start. But those are after. And my voice is 10 times more high-pitched. Like, I sound literally like a duck having sex with a unicorn. That is my voice right there. It is like Lemon Grab sucking on Catbug's nipples.
Dude, that's a perfect example.
That is my voice right there. But the weird thing is my voice went from almost as deep as it is now to super high pitched and sounding like that back to no, and then PitCast 4, I know my voice sounds retarded because we watched it and we were doing the compares.
The compares.
My voice is so weird. That is probably why that's one of my biggest things I'm scared of. Like, I always think people are judging me by my voice, because it's always different. Like, my voice cracks I've had in several videos, my voice cracks I have on a very daily basis. Ooh, that was really close. I felt it. It was, like, right there. Anybody who knows my voice cracks best would be Jewel, and if you're watching this, you know my voice cracks, and you think it's funny as hell when I go, "Oh!" right after.
Man, doesn't that make you want to go,
I hate my voice, for real. Like, that is so fucking stupid.
My voice is boring.
I will admit, in the first few videos we've ever done, yes, your voice is fucking stupid. It's just with how you're so monotone, but now you've got more like emotion. We have finally found
so emotional.
how we have to act when we're doing videos. I was watching, what was it? Gmod Murder. I'm completely overacting. I was like, oh shit. It always happens. Just wrap it around right there. That's what I do. So, I recently have been playing Undertale, and I know I just jumped topics to topics.
That's what...
I'm stuck on a part that John was stuck on for a little while. It was like a month or two ago. No, it was last month. Yeah, because we watched Star Wars right after.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
Good movie, good movie. Yeah.
GG.
I think we even talked about that in one of our PitCasts.
So, how was that movie?
No. We talked about Inside Out in one of our PitCasts, too.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Huh.
I think it was 5. 5 or 6.
Hmm.
Wow,
oh, yeah.
Memories.
Dude, yeah. Fucking nostalgia right there.
Right there, yeah. Fucking... Ooh, I wish I knew the date offhand. We could look it up. Should we?
Well, you already just said it.
I'm already up right there.
Free advertisement, free advertisement, free advertisement.
Oh yeah, we're promoting our own channel.
If you haven't already...
6 months ago.
Check out pixelatedpit.com.
Trenton and Speak.
I noticed that. I was like...
See, you can tell when I'm the one who writes the description on the older videos, because now we have like a description written out. You could tell when I do it, and you could tell when he does it.
That was you.
That was me. Thank you guys, and 10 subs. Woohoo! Trenton with commentary from John.
Memories.
That video was horrible.
Horrible.
Oh! Okay, So, our first ever video was exactly 10 months ago. We started this on April. I know that much. Hold on. Is there a way to check that?
on.
Oh, about, right? Ooh.
Ooh. Joined March.
March. Even further back. So it was before your birthday.
Woo. How old was I?
Fucking
13.
2015, so you'd be 14.
Damn it. Well,
You'd be
I'm
14
almost,
and then turn 15.
I'm almost 15.
Wait, you're almost 15?
Yeah.
Ah.
It's like,
I thought you were already 15.
No.
See how much I pay attention to shit?
That one.
It's 4 months away.
Yeah. It feels so close in my...
Oh my god. We still have cyber extensions.
They
Jay
don't-
Kazuma and Panda Game. Okay, so the bottom two are two friends of mine. And cyber extensions, there's only one video on their channel, and it's my friend Dylan and my friend Ryan. Well, not friend anymore. Neither of them are my friends anymore. Damn, sad. Well, as you can see, there's stuff up there. You can recently see that we were looking at PitCast 9, and I do apologize for the first part, like first half of the video. I don't speak because I was sitting over there, and I think I was on my Kindle listening to music, and I didn't want to be a bother, and I was also like feeling kind of left out because Miss I.O. was in a talk, and so is Ethan, and they're John's friends more than they are mine. So I felt really left out, so I tried to just stay out of it. And then also knowing the fact that none of them have ever commentated on a video really well. Like, Ethan's been in one video before, and that was Besiege Wink Wink, and he left. So he didn't get enough time to practice his commentary, and I believe he has his own channel. We could put it in the description if
we can find it.
If we can find it.
It's like the Texan Tank or something like that.
Yeah, his.
I don't think he has any videos uploaded though.
It's his Steam account name.
I'm pretty sure.
Miss IL also has never commentated. We did do a really good video, as we've said in PitCast 9. And it was supposed to be a PitCast, but as we said, it didn't record. And it was really funny.
Yeah.
And really well done.
It makes me really sad inside.
And I swear that was like the best one we've ever done. But, you know, some things don't work out like they're supposed to.
It makes me sad inside.
So, John.
What?
Remember the 2 videos I've done a video on for today?
Undertale?
Well, no, 2 games that I didn't
Oh.
upload. Well, I'm not uploading a video on.
No, I have terrible memory.
Okay, so I played Scrap Mechanic.
Oh yeah.
Scrap Mechanic is a game where you get to build a car. I will not put the video up for one reason. Our first reason, it's about an hour long and boring as hell. Like, I wasn't able to do the cars right, and I also tried to make a thing that would move by, like, using its fists, and then I broke it, and then got really bored, and it's just boring altogether, and I think there was only, like, 3 things that would have made it worthwhile to watch, but you'd have to sit through about 20 minutes of just boringness watching me build something, and then a joke, and then 20 minutes again, and then boringness, and then 20 minutes. So that's one game I did not put a video up on, and also it wouldn't upload, took forever.
Yeah, upload's taking longer now.
And it's because the internet is messing up.
Internet piece
You
of
gotta
shit.
go and call like Frontier or something.
Frontier, you fucker. Get over here.
Well, I also did a video on Slime Ranchers. I will admit it was pretty boring, except for it was a lot shorter and would have been able to be put up. I just would have had to cut a little bit off of it, strip it down a little from the boring parts, and it was pretty funny. I liked it a lot. I liked getting hit by the little slime dudes. But it was just the matter of uploads are taking way too long than they should, and now our editor, you know how we've said in a previous time that it buffers the videos, it makes, like if we cut anything out, it freezes for a little bit, like the picture freezes for like 10 seconds, and then it goes and jumps to wherever I cut it. So that's one huge thing, and I would have to go, like, I could either sit there for hours editing. There we go, I said it right.
Yay.
But that would take forever. Like I said, a few hours. And when I'm finally done, the video would probably not even be... What word am I looking for? Quality enough to be uploaded, because so much would have to be cut out of the boringness that it'd be like a 5-minute video, and it wouldn't have enough for me to explain what the game is, like I said. So I'm gonna apologize on the games, and I'm also apologizing on not doing a video on Morrowind, but that's because the Morrowind seems more like a game I should play on my own free time than playing on the channel, because it's just one of those games. Like, we're not going to do a video on Fallout. We're never going to do a Minecraft video except for Minecraft dub. But that's because those are games that are easier to do on our spare time, except for we could do, like, on servers or mini games we can make up, little things like that, or another remix video of a song, like for Minecraft dub. We could do something like that again.
Or the thing that I'm still building, the thing that I'm doing.
Oh yeah. And we're going to do a role play, which seems really cool.
Kind of look at the Shadow of Israfel, like that pretty much, where it's like they have a story set up, but they still do jokes and like act like themselves, like they're
By the way, I nodded my head. I was. I hate not having the camera, but the camera is too much work and too much stress on Bandicam, which makes everything a living hell during editing. So, well, I've also wanted to do a video again on CSGO, because I have been doing really well, except for the fact, stuff like arms race, I do sometimes suck, and there's the few times where I get really mad and I rage. But I don't rage quit, and I don't get too mad where I start like smacking the mouse on the thing or anything like you do. Or like when you smack the mouse across the freaking thing.
I do that on purpose for jokes.
I know. But I want to do a montage of good shots that I've done, but I'd have to be recording for no reason for a while to get that, like, the shots, the clips every time, and then it would be like an hour-long video of me playing, and I'd get like 3 headshots or 3 good shots, and then I'd have to take those out, and that would take a long time to go and clip those out, and then I'd have to also find some good music that isn't copyrighted. That way I can't get in trouble, or I could actually get a song that is, because
it doesn't matter.
How many big people are gonna go after us?
Well, PitCast 9, like, it got copyrighted.
So did PitCast 8 and 7. 7 got because of Jesse's Girl, even though we played one of My Chemical Romance's songs.
And that one didn't?
It didn't say anything about the My Chemical Romance, it said Jesse's Girl.
Awesome, we could play My Chemical Romance on here. Our theme song is now Dead
God
by My Chemical Romance.
Yeah, we could probably do that. We could, like, maybe get a hold of it or get some copyright infringement laws. So we can use licensing, not laws. So we can use that song as the new intro.
Or just fuck it.
Yeah, we could also do that.
We could always do that. Just throw a bunch of songs on the internet.
Just like fucking Spotify and download them all and just print out the entire song lyrics, the song sheets, and like every note for every instrument in every song, and just like throw it.
Just like 1 second video of one note from each song. Dan, and like if you put it all together, you get the song. Oh, dude, you know what you should talk about? Retards.
No, let's not.
Let's not.
Let's not.
Let's not.
Yell. No.
Do you think Retard Central would come after you?
Dude, we were Retard Central.
Yeah, just because we were there doesn't mean we're a part of it. We weren't the mayor or anything.
Dude, we were the ones in the center. And the two retards that we used the name Retard Central for left halfway through the year. And we still called it Retard Central. We were the only ones there. And then we changed it and we called it the Band of Fucking Faggots or something like that. No, that's what I called them. But I've had so many talks about them, and that was last year, and I've kind of matured a little on that whole spectrum. So I'm not gonna go too far into depth on that stupid shit. But shit, I had something to talk about, and I lost it.
Sorry.
Oh, so a video I kind of want to do is make live action things where like it's me and John in real life, like do vlogs or something. I'm not huge on the whole idea, and I do have my own little handheld camcorder, that's what they're called. Couldn't think of it for a minute.
Little thingy. I have a little thingy that I can think
do have one of those, and I kind of want to do vlogs because that seems like a fun thing to do. Like we could do challenges or.
How many times can you slam your face against the door? 5 times.
I kind of want to do videos like Ashens where we eat weird shit, but we'd have to wait until you get a PO box or until like we're a little older to get shit mailed to us, or ask your dad if he could. But obviously that probably wouldn't work. We want to do stuff. Well, I want to do stuff like that because it seems fun. But if John doesn't want to, I'll go out and make like a separate part of the channel where only I do it, and I'll do it at home when I get my laptop, so I can upload the stuff. And that just seems like real fun, right?
I mean, I guess. I don't really care.
Do you have a strong stomach?
Probably not, but that would make for more views.
I have no idea on my stomach. I've never really eaten anything weird. I've eaten.
Eaten? I've eaten
I think
this.
it's eaten.
It's eaten, yeah.
Bull testicles once. Rocky Mountain oysters. I've eaten that, and I've eaten a lot of Chinese food and stuff. So, like weird. Well, what would be weird
food.
here?
What would be weird here?
Arizona.
Scorpions.
I've eaten a scorpion. You know the
Does it taste
lollipops
good?
with the scorpions in them? I've eaten those.
Does it actually have a scorpion
Yeah.
in it? Uh-huh.
There's some that are alcoholic.
The thing that I was always scared about is like, would they like sting you or something and like fucking
No,
murder
they have
you?
the stinger cut off. But I don't like the taste of scorpion. It's got this weird freaking gross taste. Ugh.
Eat a fly on the channel. Swat a fly and eat it. Ew. That's gross.
Swat a fly and eat it.
Like swat a fly and lick it off the swatter.
I've eaten a grasshopper.
Grasshopper.
Grasshopper. Or chocolate covered crickets.
That
I've
doesn't
eaten
sound that bad.
It's not. It's not bad at all.
Okay, go to bed around midnight.
Okay. Chocolate covered grasshoppers.
Grasshoppers.
Grasshoppers! Oi! Stop hopping all over my
Oh,
grass!
Jiminy Crickets.
Stop hopping all over my grass, you hear?
Oh, dude, you're reminding me of somebody. I don't know who, though.
Grass? Oh, Russ, when he was doing the thing. That? No? Oh, when he's playing cricket with Aaron. That was hilarious. Jiminy Cricket? You wanna play some cricket? That was funny. You have a topic? You want to topic it? You want to hot topic it?
Hot topic?
Yeah. You want to top it with a topic?
You haven't said much. You speak. You tell me some stories. You don't even have to say a story. You could always just, like, bullshit your way, make something up on the spot.
So, E.T. is a movie about an alien.
Oh my god.
Lands on Earth and
I chose the wrong person to partner up with.
Shut up, you bitch.
Just kidding.
Lands in some kid's backyard, just like and for some reason it's addicted to M&M candy. Was it M&M? I think it was. Well,
I don't remember, honestly.
Reese's Pieces. And it eats it, and it goes in the kid's closet. Oh my god. Very E.T. like. Smart mop, gotta clean that up.
Dude, the people at home have no fucking clue.
Well, if there is a camera, you could be like, hey guys.
Wow.
So, E.T.
No.
He knows Yoda.
Oh my god, you're going into that theory.
Well, duh. The director are friends with the Steven Spielberg. Steven Spielberg is friends with George Lucas.
Okay.
That's why that was in there. It was like, friend, help me. I'm stuck with these idiots. So, story.
Yeah, story.
I stepped on a statue once.
Didn't we say that?
Did we? I don't know.
I don't know.
Don't fucking play a song. Don't! No!
I want to see if it'll copyright me, because it's from No Copyright Sounds.
Oh, okay. Because, you know...
Speaking with music on is a lot easier for me. It gets my mind flowing. And I don't know where the fuck this song is.
What song? What song are you looking for?
Shine.
Shine brightly with your eyes.
Alright. So, I think it was Wednesday. Wednesday was a good day for me because me and my best friend, well, one of my friends, he wouldn't technically be my best friend, but he's a really good friend of mine, Nathan. Me and him
Nathan Prescott.
did a... I'm not going to say his last name just in case. No, he did give me permission. Okay, so my friend Nathan Nix, he and I have been working on a project. He and I have been working on a project to do conspiracy theories. And I've said this before, and we're doing the Reptilian Elite. The Reptilian Elite, as I said, is a blah 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 and a blah blah blah. I will put a link to the Google slide that I made with my friend to it, and I'll also show John because it's kind of funny. So I didn't do much talking during the presentation. So I looked like I didn't know what I was doing, even though I'm the one who wrote the thing we were saying, like the script.
You normally don't have that many, like and then when we're recording.
It's because I've been talking a lot, remember? I've done 5 videos today. I've talked way too much today. So, as I was saying, when I was doing it, I really looked like I didn't know what the hell I was doing, even though I'm the one who wrote it, and I also helped, like, proofread the slides. But Nathan did all the slides really well, and I just helped, like, I put a panda with a mustache, and I helped make the little MLG reptile at the end of it, and I found good pictures, and he fixed it really well, and he made it look really nice, except for one person's, the Men in Black, and they have not given me permission, so I will not say their names, but their presentation was really, really good. Like, honest to God, they had the videos, which were really nice, and they had some really good freaking evidence behind there to prove that. I was really surprised. Like, how did they find so much when me and Nathan couldn't find much about the reptilian elite? We kept, and the schools always block every website, so it was really hard for me to find anything.
Yeah.
I went home and looked for stuff, and all I was finding was pictures of people dressing up their lizards.
Oh, he's a reptilian elite.
That's what I kept finding, and it was really pissing me off. But I swear, they got theirs so good, I now believe that the men in black are not people.
Wait, they're not people?
I will show you some videos that will explain it.
Okay,
They
because I need to
really, really did well. I was kind of like scared. Like, damn.
I thought it was that the Men in Black are a real organization.
No, the conspiracy theory that they were doing with the Men in Black aren't human. Everybody knows that there has to be because, well, there has to be a Men in Black because everybody that has ever seen anything always says something about some people in black suits have come up to talk to them. Everybody knows that. And how the hell do you make that up? Like, who was the first guy to, like, you know what? I already sound crazy enough about seeing that weird tin can flying in the yard yesterday.
Oh no!
Like,
Jimmy threw a tin can again!
so, oh yeah, I took a picture of that squished tin can. Now, I'm gonna be famous. Oh, I need a good thing to also validate my claims.
The Men in Black.
Okay, so there was a man in a black suit.
With black sunglasses and a stick.
And he's like, no. I'll kill you if you say anything. And then he took my tin can away.
2 weeks. 2 weeks later, he ended up dead for no reason. But shock, there was a reason.
It's so retarded on how that all works. But there were some things that made it like kind of skeptical with how there's like 2 people, like they only had 2 pieces of evidence for videos.
Yeah.
So that didn't quite help me, but we also were on a time scale for how long the videos could be.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't even be able to piece so much in that would make it easier.
Hey, it's Pat.
But we also had to write down.
Fucking Pat.
Song for every mood.
Oh shit.
Like when we just bought a new Toyota.
So I had to write questions down. That's what we were doing. We were writing down questions to ask at the end of every presentation. So I was being very general with like the first 5. I was like, do you believe in your conspiracy theory?
Yeah.
Did you like doing the project and like stuff like that?
Yeah.
And then I got really into it. Like I started writing down pretty good ones. There's also this other conspiracy theory that there's a hollow earth. They have not given me permission to use their names as well. If they ever do end up watching this video, they will know who they are. But obviously, I don't think they would. So, the hollow earth. You know, have you ever looked at a picture of the North Pole on Google Maps?
No.
Here, let me see if I can find anything. Alright.
Google Earth.
Google
Google
Earth.
Google Earth.
Google Earth. Alright, so if you've ever looked at it, it looks like it's kind of whited out. Oh yeah, that's download. Google Maps. That'd be a lot easier. So okay, we gotta hold on a little bit. Okay, so obviously we can't see it, but see how there's oh, much better.
But oh man, you can't
see it. See how we can't go straight into the center?
Yeah.
Okay. See how this is just plain white?
Yes.
So it's believed that... Don't mind the very organized thief. I might be doing a video on that later. But it's believed that there is something there. Like, if we were to go there, there'd be this huge hole that leads into the earth. And there's rolling hills. It's really warm. Well, I think the guy said that it was 74 degrees in there. So, pretty average temperature. And there's another sun. Like, inside our Earth is a sun, which I don't think it would count as a sun. Oh my god. I think it'd just be the core.
Yeah.
But, like there's
a
all...
hot thing.
Since there's a hole, it able to cool enough to, like, get the luscious hills and stuff.
Yeah.
And so the evidence behind this is some captain back in, like right after World War II, or right before, or right during, I don't remember exactly, but I know it's in that time frame. He flew into the hole.
Yeah.
And then he was intercepted by the alien saucer plane things, and they spoke in German accents. And that reminded me of a thing I watched on Ancient Aliens a long time ago. Or, I don't know if it was... No, it wasn't Ancient Aliens. It was something on either History Channel or... What's that other channel? National Geographic. And it said that Hitler had plans to make a flying saucer.
Yeah.
And he succeeded. And he also succeeded in making a time machine. And the guy describes the markings on the flying saucers as swastikas. And since they're in German accents, it reminded me of all that. And that would make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And they said, like, hail the regime and stuff. That stuff Hitler
Yeah.
wanted them all to believe. And it stopped them and said that they're just going to take him out. Like, not take him out, like, they're just gonna, like, turn around and take him out of the hole and make him not say anything. But they had a whole bunch of evidence that also kind of made me think what is out there. Like, what happens if I go up to the North Pole? Like, as you saw, everything's whited out. On every picture, it's solid white. And there's this one picture they had where up on the projector, you can't see anything. It's just all white. But on the computer, you know how if you get an angle, the computer screen kind of looks weird, and it inverts the colors? You can see a circle, like a completely white circle, pasted on.
Dude. Holy shit.
And
oh
the chick who was presenting is right next to me, because I'm in the middle of the rows, and they have to put the projector and the computer right here to get it up on the wall in the front. So I was like, whoa, and we were all sitting and talking about it right there. It was so cool, dude, to find all that stuff. So I wonder, what happens? I ain't gonna go and journey out to the North Pole, because honestly, I hate the cold, and I ain't freezing my nuts off just to go and say hi to some Germans and not even be able to speak to them.
Dude, that's fucking cool.
But I honestly think there's either that or there's something else.
There's probably something else, but it would be really cool if there was a giant hole.
And luscious hills and people. There's also stuff about how the pyramids of Giza are able to get there. It's not just the North Pole. It's also the South Pole. There's fucking Mammoth Cave in Kentucky.
Whoa.
There's a few places in Brazil, and there's other places like India, and I don't remember the other two. But it's really cool that there's entryways that way. And then in ancient Egypt, they were able to go to the underworld and speak to people in the underworld, or stuff like that. In ancient Greece, that somebody went in and saved somebody from the underworld and still came back.
So cool.
I love that
Dude,
conspiracy
that's
theory.
fucking awesome. I love conspiracy theories. They're fucking awesome.
There's another. Obama isn't born in the U.S. He's either born in Hawaii. He's either born in in
India.
oh, dude, it's not India, but I can't remember it right offhand. And he's born somewhere in Africa. And he has like 3 birth certificates for all of them. It's weird.
Interesting.
Also, his mom's name is Stanley.
Conspiracy theory. His mom's name is Stanley. That'd be the best one.
There is this.
Some shitty conspiracy theory like Bob's name isn't Bob.
So you know how I said that one girl who can debate really well and she's really smart, and I'm kind of jelly about like how she's so smart.
Yeah.
Well, her conspiracy theory was Bush did 9/11.
Bush did 9/11.
And towards the end of her presentation, she has a little subliminal message. In the right hand, like bottom corner, she has like this little picture pop up, and then goes away. And then she goes again, and she's like, "Did you see that? Here, let me zoom in." And then she clicks.
Oh my god.
And then it's like really small in the center of the screen, and it gets bigger, and then it gets bigger, and it's like Bush biting like a baby's head. It was weird.
Dude, that's fucking awesome.
She's awesome. Like, she's really smart and funny at the same time.
Here, let me zoom in.
She's
Zoom in
like
and
the
enhance.
best at presenting.
Zoom in and enhance. Dude, I would probably be able to do that, but I don't want to put in the time and effort to do it. That's probably why.
Zoom
And
in
also,
enhance.
I like have social anxiety, so I am whenever I do something, I can like sit in my chair and do it, but if I went up there, I'd be like,
I actually am pretty fine with speaking in front of my friends, because I know for a fact none of them judge me, and I don't judge them. In
They
Nielsen's
just-
class, nobody judges anybody. Nobody's mean to anybody.
Shit, fuck.
We're actually really cool with each other, and that's the only class I think I can ever be in when I don't feel like anybody's looking at me like, what the fuck is that?
What is that?
What's his problem? Oh my god, what the fuck is he saying? Ugh, he's so
Ew.
annoying. That's the only class I don't feel that way, because we all get along. I could go and talk to any of them and able
Dude.
to have like a conversation.
I want the class.
So, towards the end of it, do you know the conspiracy theory on it's more like an urban legend. We even had that talk, but it counts as a conspiracy theory. The suicide forest being haunted. Do you know what the suicide forest is? So in Japan, under Mount Fuji, are you gonna do something? Like, you gonna go to the bathroom or?
No.
Okay, so the suicide forest is under Mount Fuji, and it's believed to be the best place to kill yourself. You want to commit suicide, you go there.
Take a
It's
trip
even
around
in
the
a
world.
book. If you're going to go there, if you're going to go into the forest, they hand you a book that has like things that try and make you stay positive and ways to
Dude.
not try and get away from killing yourself.
Dude.
And it also says in the book, this is the best place to kill yourself. So you're supposed to stay on the path, and you're not supposed to stay after night. And do you know the new movie that's coming out called The Forest? Oh wait, it is out. It came out on the 8th.
I want to see it now.
Well, it's about the suicide forest, and most of the rules of the forest in the movie are also the rules in real life. So
And I
if you go
assume-
in there, it's littered with bodies.
Really?
And
Oh, shit.
people with copies of the book, and you could see
Dude.
people with nooses, guns, knives, anything to kill themselves, like injections and a whole bunch of shit. There's a lot.
Dude, I want to go there.
You can't stay after night though, and because then it goes into the conspiracy theory where there's spirits that lure you away, and then there's like super bad thoughts that are put into your head by the ghosts, and
Yeah.
there's a whole bunch of shit.
That makes a lot of sense. I want to go there now. Just
Well,
like litter with bodies. That'd be fucking
after that-
cool.
Presentation, we had nothing to do because there was 2 presentations left, but both groups were missing
finished.
their people.
Oh yeah.
so we couldn't do it. So we just sat there and talked about scary stuff that's happened. And we sat there for a while speaking, and everybody was just sitting there naming off like stories that have happened to them, and it was shit that's happened to me, like on my stories.
Yeah.
Most of theirs were reminding me of what's happened to me. And it reminded me of one that I'll say in a little bit, but I have something to say, and it's the creepiest shit ever, and I swear to God, Ken, you better be watching this, because you, motherfucker, scared the crap out of me and Nathan with your freaking satanic ritual you were sitting there doing in class. So he draws this thing that he finds. It's a pentagram, and then it has like, I didn't see all the symbols, but I know there's a spider. And in the center, you're supposed to write the name of somebody, and then you're supposed to put blood. And then
Oh my god.
you say the ritual, and you keep your finger like at least an inch over it, and wherever your finger drifts towards one of the symbols
Yeah.
is the curse that they get. So supposedly, while they're like suffering, you're also gaining wealth.
Dude.
Ken put his own name in. Looks at me and he's like, "You got any scabs on your hand?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I look at my hand, and I do have cuts all over my hand from when I was cutting wood. So I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I need blood." And I was like, "What the fuck?" Dude, we are at 1 in school, and like, what the fuck? And like in my head, I'm just like flipping out, and I'm like, and he's like, "I'm doing the satanic ritual, I need blood." And then I look away, and I was spacing out all during class, trying to listen to everybody's little stories, and I was staring at my pen. And I remember the chick who's really good at presenting, she was telling her story, and I was staring at my pen, holding it in my hands on both edges. And then I blacked out.
Blacked out?
Yeah, she was halfway through her story, and when I like finally came to, everybody was laughing, so I knew it was the end of her story. And I was like, wait, she didn't even get past saying where she lived. And I was like really tripping, and then I look over at Nathan, and he was trying to get my attention, and he only called my name twice, but he fucked with me saying that he called me 8 times. He told me after that he didn't call me that many times. But then I look at him, and I was like, "How many times did you call me?" And he says 8, but now I know it's 2, but still, 2 times? And it's a very quiet class, and nobody's really that loud while she was telling her story, so I should have been able to hear him.
Yeah.
And then I look back at Ken, and he has blood, and then he's like drifting off when he's saying it, and he goes towards the spider, so he's supposed to die from a spider, I guess. And then Nathan's like, "Dude, he was dedicated. He's like, I need blood," and then stabbed himself in the finger. And I was like, what? Jesus. So the story that I was reminded of, they were saying like stuff about like they had friends over and a whole bunch of stuff. So a birthday of mine a while back, I think it was like 6-7 years ago, I was at my great grandma's house living with her, and we were on the PS3 and we were looking up scary things, and we were looking up music and a whole bunch of stuff, just sitting there jamming out. It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Then my PS3 just shut off for no reason, and we were like, whatever. And then the TV turns off too, and we were just sitting there and we were all talking, and then my dog, he like bumped into a chair, and we were like, what the fuck? And we didn't know he was in there, in the kitchen. So we walk over to the kitchen and we see him, and we're like, oh, it was just him. And then I have this really old school looking like radio. It's a big block of wood, and like it's really cool. And I was sitting there turning it on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off, on off, on off, like sitting there fucking with it. And then out of nowhere, something that I knew was on the fucking like radio disappeared. And I noticed it, but I wasn't like too keen on it because I was having fun fucking with volume. And my cousins are all like, "Trent," and I was like, "What?" And then boom, it hits right next to my face on the freaking radio, because I had my face pretty close to it, and it was like this little pumpkin thing, and it hits right next to me. And it wasn't them, because they were all back by the table, and I was all the way near the radio. And I fucking, like, I stopped dead in my tracks and turned around, and they all took off. They were fucking scared, and I was just like, okay, me no like, and then the light shut off, and I was like, I don't like this. Okay, I'm gonna go back, and I'm gonna lay down, because we were laying in the living room, and the living room's only like a few feet away from the kitchen. It's not like a door or anything, it's like a huge wall.
Yeah.
And it's really cool. I really love that house. But I don't love the house at the same time, because I was always scared of all the mirrors, because we had a lot.
Yeah.
And our bathroom has a huge ass mirror.
Yeah.
I don't like. And the bathroom, because I have the main bedroom with my grandma, my great grandma, we were sharing the room. So I'm sitting there in the living room with them, and we were all like under the blankets because we were scared. And I looked back up, and we listened to the story where this little girl has this doll. She got a doll, and then her older brother takes it away, and then she gets it back, and then they're sleeping in a tent inside the house in their bedroom. And they described perfectly what my sister's bedroom looks like, and her door was a little cracked. And she was sleeping in there. And the story goes, and then says that the doll comes up and scares the shit out of the girls by standing and staring and walking on her own, and it's only a porcelain doll, so it can't do that. And the story is just to like give you an atmosphere, and then at the end it has a jump scare. We weren't scared by it. Like, I was just like, yep, I knew it was a jump scare all along. And I turn around at the door, and my sister has a really creepy porcelain doll, and I don't like it. And it sits by the door.
Yeah.
And the door opens by itself. My sister was up in her bed, and my other sister's on the bottom bunk, and I can see them both laying down. I was like, yup, me no like. And I'm sitting there, like, rocking, and I told my cousins about it, and they're like, oh my god. Weeks after, nothing happens. Not a fucking thing happened. And I completely spaced that ever happened, really. I didn't think about it on a daily basis, but our computer's in the living room by the glass sliding door towards the back. I was on the computer, like, I think I was watching videos on YouTube, or I was playing little flash games, or I was on Facebook. I don't know. It was one of those three. That's what I always did. And I turned around very slowly on the thing because I was gonna do a spin.
Yeah.
And I saw a boot. And I know there's no guys in the house except for me. I'm the only guy in the house.
Yeah.
It's a man's boot. I don't know where the fuck it came from. And my great grandpa's been dead, and his stuff's normally in the storage like place, and that's miles from my house. So I knew it wasn't his, and I was staring at it, and I didn't realize, but it had a leg. And it was behind the wall that goes to the kitchen. And I was just sitting there, and I was staring at it like, what the fuck? And my stepdad just went to jail. My mom was gone, and my sisters were sleeping, and my great-grandma was at work. So I'm sitting there staring, and I'm like, yeah, why do I always get left alone? Why do I always get home alone?
Home Alone 2!
And I was like, really scared, just staring at it. And I was really calm. And then I watched it untie itself. The boot untied itself. And I was just,
freaky.
I was tripping. Like, did I accidentally get in one of my mom's stashes? And I was legit like, did I hit something? Did I accidentally smell too much weed and I'm now tripping? Did I accidentally, like, touch a needle? What the hell happened? Because I was thinking I was tripping. I didn't think of a ghost or anything like that until it moved. And I saw its face. And its face looks like... Do you know the sacks they put on people's faces before they hang them?
No. You should totally look that up.
Here, let me try and find a picture of the forest, because I know it's in there. Monster thingy. I swear to God, if I actually get it. Okay, so let's do that. The forest. This is a really...
movie. Huh.
That! Right there. That was its face. Pretty much. It was a lot lighter brown, and I don't think it had as much of the dark spots for its eyes and stuff, but I could still see eyes. And I could still see where its mouth should be. And
Dude.
it was shrunk a little, like on his head.
Yeah.
I was scared. I just sat there and stared at it for like, I think an hour went by of me just staring. And I don't even know how this memory got pricked into my mind, but it didn't happen when I was at the presentations and we were all sitting there saying the stories. Well, I didn't say any of mine, but that's because mine are kind of creepy and like kind of far-fetched, but I don't like speaking out.
Oh, you should have. I freaking love your stories.
I'm staring at him, and I was just like, I don't want to die. And I said it so flat, no emotion, and just stared at it. And then it just... This would be like the part of the movie where it would go doom and walk away.
Walk away. What do you mean walk away? Like the movie just ends?
No. I don't think the movie would have ended. But this would be like the part where they deny the death. And then, like, it's just the thing fucking with them. And walks away. I've never seen that thing again after that. But every time I walk by a mirror, every time I look at a mirror, or like anything in the dark, or I know there's a mirror there and I'm just not looking at it, I think of that. And that's what pops in my mind. But I never really noticed this shit fully. And I swear to God, there's always something in the mirror. Until I look at it, it's not there. And that's why I'm afraid of mirrors. I used to be tormented when I was a baby by this mirror that was by my crib. And my mom says that all I did was sit there and stare at it and scream. And I'd point at it, and I'd cry, or sometimes I'd sit there and rock and stare at it.
Move it. Move the mirror.
So she described to me saying that there was a scary lady. And I can picture, like, something I can see, and I don't know if it was, like, later on in life, I saw a scary movie, but I see a lady with her eyes wide open. Wide. Like, very wide. And she has those bags, like, have you ever seen, like, Hag Ravens from Skyrim? The
Yeah.
baggy face. And she's pointing at me. And she's saying something, but I can't remember it now. But I think it's, your soul is cursed or something like that. It was, like, always scary, because I can't understand that as a baby. Like, I could understand and I could understand cursed, because I used to watch, like, weird Disney movies, like Hercules, they get cursed, and stuff like that. So I knew what cursed meant, and I was scared. And I cried a lot. So my mom put, like, a sheet over the mirror, so I would not be scared of it. I went to sleep soundly that night. I woke up, and my mom went to, like, the kitchen, and she went to open up, like, a cupboard, and plates and shit all fell out of them, like, flew out towards my mom and my Uncle Brian, and I heard it, and I can remember hearing it, like, the crashing of the plates and shit.
Yeah.
And that's scary, just all because she did not get to tell me that night that my soul was cursed. She had to do that. I used to remember boys running on the ceiling, like, upside down on the ceiling, like gravity's reversed, running up and down, and an old man that used to drag his feet, and his feet were backwards.
Oh, that's gross. What the fuck?
This stuff freaks me out. That is why I look at a mirror and I stare at me. I look at my eyes. I stare at me, because I know I'm the only person that matters when I look at a mirror. Or I look at who I know is with me. I'll look at them through the mirror. But I will never, ever look anywhere else.
Dude.
I'm terrified. Like, I have 2 mirrors in my bathroom. and when I sit on the toilet, I'm looking straight at one, and there's one to my right, I will stare at the one, and I will stare at myself on the toilet the whole time. I know that sounds creepy, and I know that sounds weird, and I know that sounds funny as hell, but that is the only way I can do it without staring at myself. I once had to take, when we first moved into the house we're in, I had to take a shower at night, and the power went off.
Oh, shit.
I took the shower. I wasn't scared of the dark. I'm honest to God, I'm not scared of the dark. And we didn't have the second mirror yet. So I was able to get out of the shower. I dried up. But when I had to go and get my clothes, because I put it on the sink, which is right in front of it, I had to go to the mirror, and I stared at my clothes, and I put my clothes on, and I stared at my feet, and I looked up, and I was just, I wanted to cry, because I didn't see anything, but something happened in me that, like, scared the crap out of myself, and I walk out, and I just looked so dreaded. Like, it looked like I just watched my entire family be murdered right in front of me. And the guy tell me that I'm next. I looked so dreaded. I didn't look afraid. I just looked like my cat just died. I look like what would happen if Jewel moved away.
You need to make a horror movie. You need to.
And then in Oculus, since it's about a mirror, that's why I love that movie so much, because it's what makes
it resonates with your
kids
soul.
who watch that movie then end up afraid of mirrors. But they get afraid of the mirrors because they think it will change what they see. That's not what I think. I've explained this. I hate mirrors. Like I said, the mirrors in my bathroom, I was taking a shower. No, I took baths at this house. I loved baths.
Baths are awesome.
I used to dive from the top to the top of the shower, because we had a shower and then a bath, and it was the glass shower. I used to climb onto the glass and then jump off into the bath, because how big our bathtub was.
Dude, I wish I could do that.
I loved it.
That sounds awesome.
But the mirror is, like, if I'm to sit in it exactly like this, imagine the mirror's over here. And I can't see the mirror that much, but I can see an edge of it all the way because it's such a long mirror. And it's where it is, like the angle I'd be looking at, I can see the door. To my right is the shower, but also like a little more to like more towards the left is the door that leads to the toilet, because it's separated. Okay. It has a door to itself that you can lock, and somebody can come in and take a bath while you're taking a shit and whatever. But it has a mirror. And all I know is that at that angle, I can see that mirror. And I stare at myself through the both reflections.
That's... Whoa.
And I just sit there and I stare at it. And when I dunk my head, I feel like both mirrors. There's two different things staring at me. Like, it's not the same. It's not the bounce back reflection. It's two things looking at me. So when I would dunk my head to wash my hair, I'd come up and I'd instantly, like, try and get the water out of my eyes so I can see, so I could stare at myself and feel safe.
Oh my god.
I hate mirrors. Everybody makes fun well, like, if I just tell them I'm scared of mirrors, they make fun of me. And they don't know why, unless... I'm just gonna tell people to watch this video from now on, if they ever ask. But it's the saddest thing to ever think of, and I swear if any of my baby brothers ever end up having a fear like this, I would help them. I would try and get them through it. Because I go through the worst shit. Like, I scare myself purposely. Like, I was just about to say this to you this morning when you woke up, but last night I was sitting right there, and I was watching the horror movies of Critical, and that was making me, not horror movie, but it was funny.
Yeah.
But I felt like something was looking at me through the window, like right there.
Oh,
I felt like that, and I would not look up. I would stare at my Kindle, and I was just like, okay, let's watch some Critical videos. Oh my god, yes. And I completely forgot about it and was able to sleep that night.
Oh, that's fucking. I was awake and I heard you laughing, and I was like, I want to go over there and just stare at you. But that would be a shitty idea. I wanted to wake up, go up to you and like stare at you for 5 seconds, and then walk up to you and then like, how you doing?
Do you remember the goblin thing from Critical's video? The ceiling goblin?
I think so.
That's the face I was expecting to see when I looked at the window. Well, something like that.
Oh.
I was so fucking dreading right there. I was just stare at my Kindle, watch videos, talk to Jewel, something. Get my mind off of this. Because windows and mirrors are almost the same damn thing. You could see your reflection in both of them. But like, my Kindle's reflection, if it's off, my DS, my TV, my fucking, like, handheld mirrors,
Yeah.
like compacts, I'm not afraid to look at those. But if it's a mirror on a wall, or if it's a window through, like, that doesn't scare me. Like, I don't expect to see anybody when I look at that, but when I look at that, I expect to see
it's
someone.
like pitch black.
Or if I look at the one behind the computer, I expect to see somebody staring. When
Yeah,
I look
because
out the
those are-
window in your room, I expect to see someone.
Those are like pitch black and you can't see anything in that. It's like...
No, it's not that. It's just that I know that's a door. My mind tells me that's a door, not a window. That tells me it's a window. And then it reminds me of mirrors.
That's terrifying.
There's some people that I tell these things and they're like, wow, I would
can't-
not be able to take every day being scared of a mirror.
I can't make fun of people with phobias because...
I wonder if there is a phobia for fucking mirrors.
Well, yeah, there is. There's a phobia of glass because Ashton has that. And, there's a phobia of, like, everything. Phobia of long words.
Hey, just to say, right after this, we're going to be doing a scary game.
Oh my god, I just...
Alright, so I think we should end it here. I love each and every person who ever watches these videos.
If you have a phobia, you should... Well, I mean, scared of something, you should totally put in the comments.
And anything that will, like, make me feel like I'm not some pussy about the mirrors, if you can comment something that will make me feel better.
You should really make a horror movie, though.
Please do.
You should
I
really
think
make
I should
it.
write a story first.
Yeah.
I
Something like
write
that.
I
You
write
could be
stories
like-
really well.
That's seriously awesome.
Don't forget to like and subscribe if you have not done so already.
My heart's beating so
Welcome to the
fast.
channel. If this is your first video you watch, but it shouldn't be because the PitCast 1 is our welcome to new viewers thing.
We
if
should
you-
probably change that, actually. Just because of our voices. Oh my god.
This video has had the biggest spectrum of laughs, giggles to fucking frightening shit that's now put me in the atmosphere